Hey guys, okay, so I just want to do a short video, hopefully I keep it short, about where to go after BodyPower. A lot of you guys have probably gone to BodyPower, you met some great brands, and you've got some email addresses for who deals with their sponsorship, and now you're looking to try and get a contract to become a sponsored ambassador. I'm going to try avoid using the word athlete as much as possible. So hopefully you have taken advantage of BodyPower. You have gone to meet specific brands that you were looking to be associated with. So you've got their email addresses. If you haven't, just get in contact with the brand and find out who their marketing manager is. Get their email address. If it's a marketing executive, get their email address as well. Usually it's the marketing people that would deal with their ambassadors. So right now, more likely the guys at each brand, whether it's a supplement company or a clothing company or gym equipment, they're probably got a list of emails right now, probably titled so name, want to become a sponsored athlete, and it'll just be 4 or 5 pictures attached. Some of them probably pictures from them getting out of a shower, and an email which is just looks like a cover letter to a job they're applying for. Now, applying to become a sponsored ambassador is very much like applying for a job. It is an application procedure, so you should take it that serious. Each one has to be specific to the brand that you're applying for. You wouldn't apply for a job and use the same template, use the same email as for another job. So where I'm going here is what to do and how to be different, and hopefully how to get you guys noticed. This is what I did when I signed with Muscle Tech. I didn't send just a standard email and attach some pictures. I tried to be a bit more creative, be different. I did a PowerPoint presentation. I sent it to the contact. It did take a while before I got signed, but eventually, I sent it in June. I signed with them late October. So it's not going to be a quick fix. Sometimes you can get lucky. Sometimes you get brands coming to you directly, but that is a very small percentage. The rest, you got to be proactive and you got to deliver it yourself. So let's start. With the PowerPoint presentation, it's very easy. I'm not expecting people to put videos or pie charts or anything like that. It's just a slide at a time, focusing on a different part of yourself. So first slide, you have a picture of yourself, your name and a title. So the title can be a competition that you won. So it could be, physique British finals champion 2013, or it could be anything, but it's something that's eye-catching to the person who's reading your presentation, sorry. Next page is the content page, so simple as that. Next one is a list of achievements. So I'm not just talking about achievements within the fitness and bodybuilding, or within how many years you may have competed, within anything within fitness, but I'm talking about things that you've done as a kid. So for me, I put down that I was national champion when I was 14 and 15 in karate, getting a black belt when I was 16, represented blah 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 at this age. So it's just showing that I've always been competitive. I've always been involved in sport or fitness as a kid, and that's the whole point of a list of achievements. It's just to once again let them know more about you, not just what you currently do, but what you have done in your past. Next page is a short bio. Just keep it short, because the whole point of the presentation is that it breaks up everything, so it keeps everything flowing. So don't overword it. You can bullet point it, but once again, keep it short. Just be a bit of information about yourself. Next one, current sponsors. So what you're currently doing with them, who they are, what they do, how long you've been with them, anything that's exciting that you may have done with them. Obviously, make sure that those sponsors don't conflict with the brand that you're trying to get into. So if you're selling yourself to a clothing company, then a supplement company as a sponsor that you may already have isn't going to harm that. So if anything, it will only benefit you because that clothing company will hopefully want to utilize you to get into their customer base. Next slide, what you currently do. So what you currently do as a living. So whether it's a personal trainer, whether it's you work in an office, 9 to 5 job role, like myself, as a sales manager, talk about what you currently do. So this is, once again, it's just making you as relatable to their customer base as possible. So what I mean by relatable is that for a supplement brand, I'm not going to use any names. If their customers aren't going to be just heavy gym goers, competitors, personal trainers, it's going to be people that also work 9 to 5 job roles, night shifts. In fact, the majority of them will be. So for them to have somebody in their team who can be relatable to those customers can only be beneficial to their brand. So get that across. Yes, I work a 9 to 5 role, but this is how I incorporate fitness. This is how I keep a healthy, balanced lifestyle while working these hours. This is what I do. This is what I've achieved. So yeah, that's what you got to look at in that section. Next page, I think it probably will be the 7th slide. Any special qualities? So what I mean by qualities is anything you've done away from the work of fitness. So could be work that you've done with a charity, the community, maybe if you're a personal trainer, you got a website, and this is a good time to put some transformation pictures to show what some of the work you've done with your clientele. So for me, I just mentioned some of the work that I did with guide dogs last year, and that's what you want to do. Well, once again, it shows a different side. We're not the whole point of this is it's not just about fitness, gym and bodybuilding. It's about everything that makes you. So the next page, future goals and plans. So really important here that when people are reading this slide, it's not just about the short term, it's about the long term project of yourself. They want to know that you're not just a one hit wonder, that you're still going to be around in 2, 3, 4 years time. So whether your goals are every 3 months or 6 months, mention it. Any competitions you got planned, any events, have you got a big photo shoot for a magazine, so anything like that. And talk about magazines, list of achievements. That's where I would say put if you go ahead any features, any covers, any features in magazines, put down with list of achievements. Going back to that as well, for every slide, make sure you put some photos on each slide that are relatable to that particular topic. So, once again, it's not just about words, you've got some pictures to back it up. So for a list of achievements, have some pictures of trophies, have a picture of your feature, and it just makes it more eye-catching. So going back to future goals and plans, yes, so keep them short term and long term, but you want to show that you've got plans coming up over the next few years. Have you got a YouTube channel coming up that you're going to start filming for? Have you got a website? Are you going to start your own clothing company? Have you anything work related? Anything you do in the community, charities, personal training? There's so much you can talk about, but once again, for them, it's to show that bit more entrepreneurial mind, that ambition that you've got, that drive. That it's just not just about the now, it's about the future. So that's that page. Slide 9, social media. So very important, because the brand will look to take advantage of yourself for the following you've got. Now, you don't have to have thousands of followers, but I think it's important that you are involved in, of course, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. They're probably the main 4. So put a little on that slide, have a little image of your Twitter page, your Facebook page, how you currently use it with your current sponsors. If you're not sponsored, then how will you use your social media platform to drive, you know, customers, further sales for your brand. It's, you know, once again, you know, social media is so important for companies, for yourself, push yourself as a brand. So it's important to get this information across on this slide. We're coming towards the end. Slide 10. What can you bring to the brand? What can you do that someone else can't? And this is important here because they want to know what can you bring to the table. So what you can bring to the table is your following. You know, what you currently do on social media. You could tie in the brand into any YouTube videos onto your website. How can you drive sales to the brand? How can you push the brand across social media? Taster days that you're willing to get involved in those days with at shops and talking to customers, giving training advice, things that you may want to do within their website. You know, any vlogs you may want to do. You may want to do your own articles on the brand's website. There's so much you can do here, and this is important to show that you're willing to put in the effort to get that sponsorship. So that, you know, that is really important to get across. Slide 11, contact details. You know, they've already got your email address because you've already sent over the presentation, but make sure you add your home number, your mobile number, email address, Twitter page, just so, you know, when they do want to get in contact with yourself, they got the details right there. Next few slides, I'll just say put 4 slides and a picture on each one, just a picture that takes up the whole slide. I would say these pictures have to be professional, so no selfies, and I think these kind of pictures will also need to be gym shoot ones. So think the kind of photos that Christopher Bailey's done and Simon Howard. I would say they're the kind of the raw gym pictures, and I think it's just a nice ending to a presentation that they could just click through these pictures without any words distracting them. So that's a good way to end. So that's basically what I included in the presentation, and it got me the Muscle Tech gig, and hopefully it will do the same for you guys for whichever brand that you're trying to get in contact with. What I will say is, when you are looking at a brand to get sponsored, avoid like the plague the ones that are just going to take advantage of you. And when I say taking advantage, I mean offering you a measly 25% off their full price products and giving you no free subs. What they're asking for is for you to do 5 tweets a day about them and do a couple of Facebook statuses, and really, you know, you do more work for them than what they're doing for you. And the reason why they're giving you 25% off is because they can't afford to give you the free subs, because they haven't got a customer base. And that's what you're going to get when you go to a smaller company. You target a small brand, you will get a small reward. Now if you target the big brand that's got the customer base, you will get a better package. And it's not just about the supplements that they can give you, it's about what they can do to push yourself as a brand across their social media platforms. Because in the end, you want to build a following as well as they do. So, you know, it works as a two-way street. There is a lot of effort you need to put on your side, but if you're willing to do the work, then the rewards can be great. A small percent get a company coming to them directly. The rest need to be very proactive and do the work themselves. And the whole point of sending a presentation like this is showing them that you are creative, you're unique, you're proactive, you're willing to put the time and the effort, and this will get more notice than the standard email that people will be sending with pictures attached. You know, if you click on the presentation, everything's all there straight away. With an email that's got picture attachments and maybe something else attached, you got to click on different files and you got to wait for it to download. Here with this kind of presentation, it's there, it's ready, everything's all in one. And hopefully, fingers crossed for you guys, that it gets the job done and they contact you. don't worry if they don't contact you straight away. I would say wait a week or two, give them a call, and just find out, just ask them a bit, have you seen what I sent? This is who I am. And hopefully they'll engage in a conversation with yourself. Don't send it to an email that's sales@so-so or reception@so-so. Get the name of the marketing manager, get the name of the marketing executive, and send it to as many people within the marketing department as possible. So yeah, that's the video. That's everything. Hope it helps. And any questions, just drop a message on below on my YouTube, Twitter page, and Facebook page is below. So any questions, drop a message. I'll always do my best to get in touch with you guys. But really hope this helps, and hope you guys enjoyed BodyPower, and I wish you the best of luck if you are applying for sponsorship. Once again, be unique, be creative, be yourself, don't sell yourself short, and hopefully you'll get the rewards. Peace.